From RF Smart, this is Take 5 with Taking Inventory, where in 5 minutes or less, we share the supply chain updates you need to know. Now your host, Abby Bennett.
Welcome back to Take 5 with Taking Inventory. I'm your host, Abby Bennett, and today we have Gary Cifatte, Chief Technology Officer at RF Smart customer Green Rabbit with us, as well as Kevin Gall, RF Smart Shipping Product Manager. And we're going to quickly dive into what adapting to change looks like for these warehouses that are implementing and using supply chain solutions. Gary, your boots on the ground with these team members as they are navigating these implementations. What's your philosophy with change in your supply chain, and why is it so important to be flexible and adaptive?
I've been a proponent of change forever. We could have a conversation today about something that is offered, and I'm going to tell you it's not going to work, but we'll have the same conversation a year from now, and it's going to be absolutely what I need at the time. So if you're not open to change, you're in trouble. People don't like change. People like consistency. I always joke, it's like we force you to think to understand the new process so that going forward, you don't have to think about the process because the system will guide you through it with prompts or, custom rules or what have you. Because we've had some really strong successes with RF Smart shipping and even with our inventory management processes, the company is more open and willing to embrace these changes because we have a good track record and we've had success.
And we have a case study where you can read all about the Green Rabbit and RF Smart partnership. Kevin, from the software side, you've worked with many customers who are adapting to these new solutions or continuously improving their current software practices. So in your experience, are you seeing the same kind of hesitancy that Gary and so many of our other customers have had to navigate with their teams?
It seems as though what people are really averse to is poorly executed change. And Gary, I want to put so much of the credit on you and your team for being willing to change. I can say this confidently. I think you would agree with me because you're there today. When we're in conference rooms, we can't solve problems because we don't know what's going on at the ground floor. So, the principles around go and see, right? And fresh eyes. So the idea that your team's next step to helping us understand your problem better was, great, well, let me get on a cell phone and go out into the warehouse and talk to a real shipper. That could not possibly be more powerful. So watching real people do the real value-added work, that together we reached a better solution than either of us could have arrived at alone.
Kevin, I couldn't agree more with that. You can summarize from the ivory tower all you want about how the process should work, but what happens when you get boots on the floor is a completely different animal.
And you both mentioned when adapting to change or really confronting if change is even the right thing for your warehouse at that time, it's all about understanding the user experience and really seeing where we can improve. Gary, for those listening who are thinking, maybe we can overcome change if we get the right solutions in place, we're just not sure where to start, what would you encourage them to do?
Abby, what I would advocate with anyone that's looking for any system is find out what your solution is doing and not doing, and what are the things that are difficult, what are the things that are costly, what are the things that are not configurable, scalable, what are the things that are training mishaps or causing you to reship, and then check those items and weigh them. This is a number one priority, weight it as a 5. And then what you go through is you come up to Kevin and team and say, Kevin, here are all the things that I need. And Kevin's going to check the box, and you look at the rating and you're like, wow, this thing rates very highly. It's going to give me what I want. It's going to grow with me. Nobody wants to go through a pain process of implementing some new software in 2023, only to know they're going to have to replace it in 24 or beyond. To summarize, identify what the issues are so that way you put the best solution forward.
That's a great first step in determining when and how you should look at these software solutions and how to get your team on board. So thank you so much, Gary, for sharing that. For those of you who are interested in checking out Green Rabbit and all the great things they're doing, I've linked their website down below. Please also check out their RF Smart case study, which I will also link in the description. And be on the lookout for an upcoming episode where we go a little more in depth in their RF Smart experience. Kevin and Gary, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, and we'll catch you on the next one.